morning, Jai Hind to all. My name is Babita. I am assistant professor in MCA department at Akgec Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So today we are going to start a new lecture in the series of problem solving using C, and this lecture is derived from a MCA course and MCA first year. So basically the code is a BMC 102. So let's get start. Today's topic is a switch statement. So basically, if I'm talking about the some kind of control statements in a language, you can say in a C language. So here we have a various kinds of control statements in which we are talking about some selection statement, some iterative statements, and some conditional based statements. So basically, switch statement is considered as a selection statement. So let's get start. What is this concept and how it will be implemented in using in C language. So the outcome of this lecture is an introduction of the about the switch statement, and next we will talk about the working process. You can say how it is work, how it is different to other type of control statements, right? And next we will talk about the syntax of the switch statement. And here we have another type of a statement that is known as a break statement, and what is the role of the break statement along with the switch statement we will discuss in this lecture. And next we will talk about some rules that we have to follow to define a switch statement. And next we will talk about a simple example in a C language, how it will be implemented with the C syntax, right? So this is the content for the today's lecture, and let's get start. First of all, we will talk about the switch statement. If you want to know the concept, what is the switch statement? So switch statement is a multi-way branching statement. Prior to this concept, we also discussed about some another type of statement in which we are talking about some conditional statement, that is a if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, right? So basically this statement also work in the same manner, but what is the drawback of these statement and what is the benefit of using switch statement? So basically switch statement is a multi-way branch statement. Multi-way branch statement, here we want to say, let's say if you have one condition and this condition may go in multiple direction, right? So switch case statement evaluate the given expression by using different kinds of scenarios. Switch statement follows a selection control mechanism. What do you mean by the selection control mechanism? Let's say the condition, or in a switch statement we are calling it as an expression, right? Let's say we are choosing as a switch, we are choosing as a ch variable as a choice, and this choice may be a 1, 2, 3, 4, right, and up to n. So basically this will provide a cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and up to n. So that's why it is called as a selection control mechanism. Let's get understand by taking an example. Let's say कि आप एक lift में visit कर रहे हैं and you are pushing, we have the example. Imagine you are writing a program for a lift. The user select the floor by pressing a button, and lift needs to take the user to selection to the selected floor. So switch statement is a great tool for such a scenario by comparing the user selection. Let's say we are pressing the button on a 4th floor. So by comparing the user selection, I am selecting a 4th floor. So program will compare the input and available options, right? And with the different cases, the program can execute the appropriate code whenever this particular selection is matched to the available option on the program, in the given program. So it will stop there, right? So this is the concept of the switch statement. So basically it provides the selection control mechanism. Next we will talk, it is a suitable for a long if statement. Whenever we are implementing these statements like if statement, nested if statement, if else statement, so basically it will become complex if we have more than one condition in the program. So there is the solution to overcome the complexity of the nested if statement, if else statement. So basically we are using, we will go with the switch statement, right? So next, in a C language, the switch statement is used for executing one condition from multiple conditions, right? So this is also the concept, that's why we are using a switch statement as compared to nested or else if statement, right? Next we will talk about it can be include any number of case instances. So basically here we are not talking about some kind of conditions, we are talking about any kind of selection, any kind of let's say we are taking as a integer as a cases, or we are taking as a character values as a cases, right? So each case in a block of switch statement has a different name or number with a different identifiers, right? So this is the concept of a switch statement, how it will implement in a C language. Here we have a process, how switch statement is working of the switch statement in a C language follows some kind of steps. Let's say first one, we have to declare, we have to define a switch variable is evaluated. First of all, whenever we start the program, whenever we start the programming in a C language with the concept of switch statement, we have to declare a variable. Let's say I'm declaring a variable into ch. Ch is nothing, it is a choice case, right? That define the cases of the switch, right? So ch is a variable, switch statement variable that we will use to define the number of cases in the program. Next we will talk about next step of the switch statement, the evaluated value. Evaluated value, that means we will provide in the switch variable is matched against the present cases in the program. If match case value is found, then associated code is executed against the selection, right? Here we have some other steps. If matching code is not found, let's say one possibility of the program is this, ki match cases is found to be matched and match cases is not found to be matched, then the default case that will be present in the program is executed, and then if the break keyword is present in the case, then print the program control breaks out of the switch statement. How can we implement? Let's take an example. Here we have a flow of the switch statement. Let's say here we have a case 1. If this case 1 is matched to the given selection input, then we will execute the given statement, and then we will use a break. Why we are using break? Break is break down the flow of the program. Let's take an example. I have a program, let's say मैंने यहाँ पे A, B, C. Next we will talk printf hello, right? Next again I'm printing another message. Let's take welcome, right? So this is the program. First one, this particular statement will be executed. Next, this statement will be executed. Next, this statement will be executed. Let's say I just want to break the control of the program here. So what I'm doing here? I'm implementing this particular scenario by using a break statement. So basically break is doing what? It break down the flow of the program. Break down flow of the program, right? So this is the purpose of using break statement. So basically, if one case is matched to the given input, so the main purpose of the program will get successful. So another statement are not executing that time, because I am providing a particular choice. I just want to either case 1 will be executed, either case 2 will be executed, either case 3 will be executed. Among the all cases, I just want to execute only one case of the program, right? So this is the basic purpose of the using break statement, right? So either if I am choice, if my selection is not matching case 1, then we will, program will go on the next case. So again we will compare and check the selection control, selection input is matching case 2. If it is match, then we will execute the statement. If it is not matching, then we will go on the next case of the program. So this process is going up to till the end of the program, whenever we get the matched case in the program. So this is the concept of the switch statement. So this is basic process. If breaks keyword is present, if a break statement is available in your program, then program control break out of the switch statement. यानी कि जैसे जैसे हमारे नंबर ऑफ केसेस हैं, लेट्स से मेरा केस 1 ही एग्जीक्यूट हो जाता है, तो बाकी के नंबर ऑफ केसेस को वो क्या करेगा, स्विच कर देगा या जंप करेगा एंड एग्जिट कर देगा प्रोग्राम को, राइट? तो दिस इज द बेसिक पर्पज. Next, if a break statement या break keyword is not present, then all the cases of the switch statement, the matching case are executed. If break statement is not written in the program, then there is the possibility the all remaining cases will get executed in the program. The switch statement, statement after the switch statement are executed. So this is the process. The switch statement is working. What is the syntax? So basically, whenever we define some kind of rules and regulations to make the program in the C language, that is called as a syntax. So what is the basic syntax of the switch statement? Here we are using a keyword. Switch is nothing but it is a keyword, right? Okay. How many keywords in the C language? As you know, 32 keywords in a C language. So switch also among the 32 keywords. So what is the expression? So expression is nothing but it is a choice that will be provided by the user to against the given cases, right? So here we have a case constant 1, then statement, then break statement. Then case constant 2, then statement, then break statement, and up to case n, right? Up to case n, then we will execute the statement, and then we will use to break the flow of the program. Here we are using break statement. And last one is the default constant, right? What is this default case? Let's suppose you are inputting as a value that will not present in the given cases. So what will happen here? The program will return a particular notification that will not match in the given cases. This is called as a default statement. Default statement will execute in that situation when the case is not present, when the given value given choice not present in the given cases. So this is the default case. It will execute at last when the input is not matched in the given cases, right? So this is the basic syntax, and we will follow this syntax whenever we are defining or whenever we are implementing a switch statement. So what is the purpose of using case statement, break statement and default statement? So here we have a one-line description. Each case statement define a possible value the switch expression can take, right? So the case statement what will contain? It contain a particular value. Let's suppose मैंने बोला case 1, right? Case 2. So what is this? It contain a particular value a switch expression can take. So what is the purpose of a break statement? The break statement important element within the switch block, because it break the statement or terminate the switch statement after executing the case, right? Next we will talk about this default statement. So default statement is a programming, is a fallback. Fallback, that means if either your input is not matching in the cases, right? Fallback option used in a switch statement executed which can be when none of the case label match the value of the expression. So at last, when the case label is not match with the expression value, then in that case we will execute the default case, right? So what is the rule? Rule already we will discuss. So basically here we have in a switch statement case value that define the expression choice of the switch statement. It may be a character, it may be a integer, right? There can be a one or more, yeah, you can say n number of cases. There is no boundation ki you have only 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. You have up to n time of n number of cases, right? Next, that's why it is called as a multi-way. That's why it is called as a multi-way branching statement. The value in the case must be unique. There is the case not should be redundant value. Let's say I am writing a case 1 and I am writing a case 1 again. So this is not the applicable case, right? So the case value must be unique. Next, each statement of the case can have a break statement. If you are not using a break statement in the after the each case, that means the compiler will flow, compiler will execute continuously the given cases. So what is the basic purpose? I have already told you that the break statement is using to break down the flow of the program, right? The default case or default statement is also optional. If you want to use, then you can do. Either you not want to use, you have the option, right? So this is only basic to instruct the given input is not matching in the cases, right? So only this instruction is defined. Now take one example how the switch statement is working programmatically and in C language. So let's take an example, very simple example in which we are printing only the days of the week, right? So let's get start. First of all, we are defining a main function, int main function, and here we are defining a particular statement variable. Day is nothing but it is a statement variable, switch variable, right? So the value is given as a 4. Now we will define the switch expression, switch statement. If we follow the syntax, so what is the syntax? Switch keyword and then expression. So here we have a switch keyword and the expression is nothing but it is a day. So basically here we are inputting a day and the program will match the given cases against this particular day, right? So here we have a case 1 and on the case 1, against the case 1 we are printing Monday, right? And then we will use break statement. Let's say कि मेरा case 1 execute होता है तो मेरा बाकी के जो number of cases है वो सब क्या हो जाएंगे, एक तरीके से skip हो जाएंगे, because I am just implementing only one case at a time, right? That's why switch statement is very easy and convenient as against to the nested of if else statement, right? If my day my input is not matching case 1, then we will go the next case of the program, right? So against we will compare 4 is equal to 2, not it is not equal to 4. So we will skip and go on the next case. So what is the next case? Case 3. Now, case 3 is against compare the input, yeah, we can say expression. So 3 is equal to 4? No. So we will skip and go on next case, right? So here we have a case 4. Case 4 is equal to 4. The condition is true, and true, then we will execute the statement against this particular case. What we will printing here, the program will print Thursday, right? So basically the output of this program is Thursday. So this is the concept. Now we have using a break statement. So this particular statement provide the facility to exit the program by skipping all the given cases, right? Because our purpose is fulfillment here. We are importing 4 and this 4 particular case is implementing, and after this the program will break the flow of the execution, right? And now the program will exit. Clear? So this is the concept. Let's say here we are inputting 6. So again we will compare the case 4 against the choice, yeah, expression. It is not matching, then we will go on the next case of the program. So again case 5 is comparing the given expression 6. So again it is not matching, then we will go on next case. Now case 6 is equal to 6. So we have a successful, right? Your condition will true, and true, then we will execute the statement, given statement. So what is the statement? Statement is saying print Saturday, right? So output of this program is Saturday. And now we will use break statement. And what is this purpose of using this statement? It break down the flow of the program. So here my program will get break, right? And now exit. Let's say I am inputting here 8 and 8 is not matching in the given cases. In this case, the default statement will get executed because I am comparing one by one to all the cases of the program. So 8 is not equal to case 1, 8 is not equal to case 2, it is not equal to case 3. So again and again we are comparing all the possible cases. This is given, these are given in the program. At last I will at the end of the program, and now we have the choice or expression in the given cases, then in that cases we will execute the default statement. So this is the core concept of the switch statement in a C language, and that is the today's lecture. Thank you so much.